Hello, Jonathan. Willie is constantly asking me what is the best way to play the Jack games because there's so many versions out there now. There's PS2 version, the OG. There's the PS3 remasters, HD collection, texture change, yummy looking ones on the PS3. There's the PS4 releases that came out absolutely atrociously, but ended up okay near the end. Okay, being a very broad term. There's the amazing Open Goal PC port. There's the now one PS5 version of the games. What one do I play? It's very confusing. And yes, it can be confusing, even to a jacktard like myself. For the jacktards watching this, I know I'm going to give you my opinion, like my favorite way to play it, but also a different one, which is the way I recommend playing it to the kind of newcomers. So yeah, if you stick around till the end of the video, you'll hear all that. Oh, I'm sneaky! So, firstly, what do I recommend? What's the best way to get someone new into the Jack series? What's the best way just to play the games? Very tough one. I've thought about it a lot, and my answer may shock you. There's two clickbait things in viewer retention things in the space of a few seconds. But yeah, my answer, just to get someone into the Jack games, is actually the PS3 collection, the HD PS3 collection. So these fellers right here. Now, there's a big caveat with that. Okay. This requires you to have a PS3, firstly, yes. It also requires you to have these games, which aren't that cheap. They're about 30 quid. In PAL one is even more expensive. This one here you can pick up for around 30 quid. But you also have to have a PS3. The reason I'd recommend this package, though, is because it's just a complete package. It has all three games. They all run fine. Yes, there's a few glitches in there, but the average person who's just trying to play through the trilogy isn't going to bother. And the reason I'd pick this over the PS2 versions, now stick with me. I know people are throwing their feces at me right now, but the reason I'd pick this one over the PS3 OG or the PS2 OGs is firstly because it's just more accessible. It's all, you don't have to go out, you don't have to find all three games, but you can get the PS2 ones all quite cheap. Also, they look good still to this day. You don't need to you can just plug it into your PS3 and play it on the TV you have now and they'll look fine. With the PS2 versions, yes, you can get a PS2 and you can get all three games, or four games, sorry, relatively cheap, but you're relying on the discs being in good condition, you're relying on the PS2 being in good condition, and they're also going to look like shit on any modern TV. So then you're going to have to go out and then you're going to have to buy a fucking either a CRT or put up with the shit lookingness of it on the PS2. Which is not that nice. I've tried playing PS2 games on a HD TV, and unless it's a tiny HD TV, it's gonna look like shit, and it's still gonna look like shit on a tiny HD TV. And also, if you're an absolute retard like myself, a CRT ain't gonna cut it, because CRTs for me, I can't use them anymore because I'm old. I'm an old fart, and that fucking CRT hurts noise. Like the high-pitched noise, I can hear it. It does my fucking skull in, and it gives me migraines. So CRTs that are out of it for people in my boat. So after that long-winded fucking talk there, this is the version I recommend for any newcomers coming in because it's a complete package. Okay, I'm not saying these are the best versions. I'm saying this is the most complete package and the best versions in the complete package. Right? You with me? Okay. So if you're new, you want to play it, find a PS3, find this game, pop it in, off you go. You're good to go. Right. That's the controversial bit out of the way. So, what about me? What about myself? And I went back and forth on this. I would love to be able to play the OG PS2 versions on my PS2 with a CRT and enjoy them, but I can't. I've explained that, and I've explained why. So what about me? I've been thinking about this and I've been going over it in my head, which is why I made this video. This is basically me just fucking thinking out loud here. And I think the best way to play the games, and my favorite way to actually play the games, is on this yoke. On the good old Steam Deck. Let's have a good look at me. I'm cloned. I have two faces now. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello! Look at my mouth move twice. So this is my favorite way to play Jak 1 and Jak 2, because Jak 3 isn't out yet, which is the main caveat. I love the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck's like my favorite portable ever made. And yeah, installing OpenGoal on this is so simple. I'm playing the games, perfect frame rates, perfect resolutions, perfect 16:10 to the Steam Deck screen. I love it. It's my favorite way to play the games, and also great just to boot up Jak 2 in a short burst and just play it when you're going on for a shit or whatever. It's fantastic. My overall favorite way to play the games. However, I can't play all the games. Well, I can. Technically, I can play all the games on this, because I have the two OpenGoal ones on the Steam Deck, and then play the emulated version in an emulator of Jak 3, which yes is a bit shitty, but it's better than nothing. And Jak 3 is coming, so for you Jak tards out there, I recommend getting a Steam Deck or the equivalent, whatever handheld PC you want. Get an OpenGoal on it and enjoying the fuck out of it. And that the same goes for PC users. If you're a PC tard and you want to play the games, play the OpenGoal on PC, obviously. But now this video is probably going to be dated. When they re-released Jak 1 from the when they re-released Jak 1 on the PS4 and 5, PS4 fucked. Don't touch that version. It's worse than this version somehow. But on the PS5, that new version on the PS5, and since they've updated the resolution on it, is basically perfect. It is basically flawless, and that is such a good sign to me. And I think they've actually delisted this version now on PS5 and PS4, so you're stuck with the shitty PS4 version of the PS5 one, but you're stuck with the really good PS5 version of the PS5 one. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't yet, buying it again. I know you have to buy it again. Actually, you don't have to buy it again if you own it on PS4. But I would highly recommend downloading the native PS5 version of Jak 1 on the PS5. See how beautiful it looks. See how well it plays. And that would be my ideal version, as just like a kickback, like home version of the game, where I'm on my couch, don't have a computer near me, Steam Deck's in the other room, and I don't want to play it on the Steam Deck, and I want to play it on the big screen. PS5 version, Jak 1, flawless, perfect, amazing, I love it. And that brings me to the point where this video is probably going to be super outdated when they re-release the other two, or the other three games, with the new emulator on PS5. If the PS5 version of those ones is just as good as the Jak ones, that's going to be my new answer for both the best way to play for newcomers and also for oldcomers. Because it's just the most convenient. Download them, play them, they're perfect. Yes, OpenGoal will be there. OpenGoal is better, but you need a PC. So unless you have a Steam Deck or something easy like console-like, to play OpenGoal on, it's still a harder thing to do to set up. I know it takes 2 seconds, but and also Jak X, we're not even sure if Jak X is going to be released on OpenGoal. And obviously we're not sure if fucking Jak 2, 3, or X is going to be released on the PS5 emulator, but I think they will be, and I hope they will be. And if they are, that's my recommendation for everyone to play. Oh, I can smell the feces being thrown at me. But yeah, I thought that'd just be a fun little talk to have. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all. See you next year. Bye!